Good morning, friends. Today we will discuss the working of simple carburetor. So this is the schematic diagram of the simple carburetor. The figure in front of you is a simple carburetor, diagram of simple carburetor, in which this is the fuel inlet of the carburetor, in which the fuel from the fuel tank goes through this pipe, and then this fuel passes through this particular device called as a needle valve. Okay, this is a needle valve, and this is complete a float chamber in which the fuel is first come from the tank and stored in the float chamber. Okay, then further after this float chamber, this particular thing, this is the nozzle or discharge jet, okay, of the carburetor, and this particular thing, complete thing, is called as the venturi. Okay, so this thing is called as the venturi or throat. Okay, this inlet, this is the inlet side which is connected to the air filter, and this is a throttle valve or butterfly valve, and this particular side is connected to the intake valve of the cylinder. Okay, so this is the schematic diagram of simple carburetor. Okay, now let us see the working of simple carburetor, how the simple carburetor works, or which principle is based on the based upon the working of simple carburetor. Okay, so first let us see the working of simple carburetor. In this simple carburetor, what happens when the fuel from the fuel tank goes through this float chamber? Okay, it will first fill this float chamber, okay, at a particular height. Okay, and this level is maintained by a valve called as a needle valve. Okay, needle valve, this particular level is maintained by this needle valve. Okay, if the fuel exceeds above this level, okay, if the fuel exceeds above this level, okay, then this needle valve will move upward direction and closes this particular passage. Okay, due to which further amount of fuel will not enter into this float chamber. Okay, and if the fuel level drops below this particular level, for example, if the fuel level is dropped below this particular level, below this, for example, if the level goes downward here, okay, then this float will move down, it will float in a downward direction, which open this needle valve. Okay, and when this needle valve opens, this passage open, and fuel from the fuel tank moves from this needle valve to this float chamber. Okay, fuel will enter into the float chamber up unless and until it will reach to this particular level. Once this level is reached, again this needle valve is closed. Okay, so by this process, this level is maintained in the float chamber. So this is very important. This maintaining this level is very important in the carburetor. Okay, now from this float chamber, this fuel will go through this line. Okay, this is a main jet line or a discharge nozzle jet line. So this is the nozzle line, and fuel will stop, or fuel will maintain at this height. Okay, at this one, parallel to this, just at the tip of the jet. Okay, so that's why this height is very important. If the height is more than this tip, okay, then fuel will overflow from this tip of the jet. For example, suppose this height is here. If the fuel in the float chamber fills up till this height, up to this, okay, then what happens? Fuel will spill out of here from in the venturi. Okay, and the vehicle will be overflow. Carburetor is in the overflow position. Okay, so if the carburetor is overflow, large amount of fuel will get inside the carburetor, and your vehicle will not run. Okay, at the same time, if the height is below this tip, for example, this level is below this tip, for example, the level is here, then what happened? The fuel will fill up till this height. Okay, and there is a lot of vacuum required to suck the fuel and move into the venturi. Okay, so this is also undesirable thing. So this maintaining this level is very important up till this tip. So the fuel should enter and stop till this height. Okay, so this height is very important. Now what happened, when the inlet valve of the cylinder opens from the in the suction stroke, okay, so what happened, piston will create a lot of vacuum around in the cylinder. Okay, due to this vacuum, the air will suck from the atmosphere, okay, from the atmosphere through this passage, and it will pass through this venturi. Okay, air will pass through this venturi, and from this diagram we will see that there is a reduction in area, okay, in the throat of the venturi. This is called as a throat. Okay, and when air is passed and air will move and passes through this throat, okay, there is a reduction in area. Due to this reduction in area, the velocity of the air gradually or substantially velocity of the air get increased. Okay, and when the velocity is increased, okay, its velocity increased, and when this high velocity air passes through this portion, that is after the throat, you see here there is an abrupt increase in the cross section area. Okay, that is, this cross section area is less as compared to this. So whenever there is a change in cross section, and when the high velocity pressure passes from this area to this area, okay, so here there is a creation of vacuum due to sudden increase in area. Okay, and when there is a creation of vacuum, the air where what happened, the fuel present at the tip of this nozzle jet will expel out from here. Okay, and when the fuel expel out here from this jet, it will mixed with the incoming air coming from the atmosphere, and this incoming air and fuel will get mixed out, and this mixture forming a charge, and this charge throughout complete air fuel mixture charge will passes through this butterfly valve from here, and it will goes to the inlet of the cylinder. Okay, and where it burns. Okay, so this is how the air fuel mixture is formed in the simple carburetor, and it is sucked into the cylinder. Okay, but this is a simple carburetor. It doesn't have a requirement, various requirement of the engine. Okay, such that the engine required a rich air fuel mixture at the starting. So and it also required a lean air fuel mixture while cruising, and when there is a sudden requirement of power, again there is a rich requirement of the engine. So this particular simple carburetor will not fulfill this requirement. So this particular carburetor is not seen in the today's automobile world. This is a simple conceptual carburetor. This is the main principle how the air fuel mixture get formed. Okay, so for the various requirement of the engine, as I mentioned earlier, we need a modern carburetor which is having the different circuits, such as idling circuit, cruising circuit, acceleration pumps. Okay, the modern carburetor has this type of devices, so that it will meet the requirement of the engine according to the various conditions. Okay, so this is the working of the simple carburetor. Okay, thank you very much.